builders, parents, and collectors. Welcome to the Creation Evaluation Station. And on this episode, we are going to be evaluating... Ta-da! Yep, it's Buzz Lightyear set. It's a spaceship. The XL-15. Funny thing is, you try looking it up underneath that, you can't get any results. I ended up just looking up Spaceship, and it was listed there on the Lego website and such. But that aside, for those who aren't familiar with my channel, I do in-depth reviews of models and construction kits, mostly Lego. There it is. But other products as well. I also do reviews and discussions of other creative works such as movies, cartoons, and video games. And because they are in-depth reviews, they tend to be on the long side, so make sure you're using these timestamps down here. They're in the description as well. They'll help you skip around if you're a casual viewer, or probably after I get done with my intro here, you probably want to jump over to the main review, probably, although if you might be interested in looking at the figures close as well. But I would start from either one of those places and watch towards the end. It'll cut a lot of time off on the video and probably be more to what you're interested in seeing. But the other stuff is there as well, such as the parts and the contents of the box. So, the details on this. Actually, before I get to the details, look at this close. Take it nice and slow. You notice there's a clear sticker here. I got it at my local Walmart marked down. And they had the other sets marked down as well. I might pick them up. But I will give you the price, the regular price. This is what the back looks like. The regular price, like from the Walmart or the Lego website, not from Walmart. You can probably find it at Walmart. You may find it on sale there. I don't know. This might be a local sale. My Walmart's on the smaller side. When they get new stuff in, they clearance it out faster. I've been to a bigger Walmart, and they still have it on their modulars on the shelves. So I wouldn't count it being on sale online clearance. So that aside, get into the details of the set, including the actual price, normal retail price. It's set number 76832. It's an 8+ set. Probably said that right in the cover. You saw that. And has 487 pieces. No, excuse me, 97 pieces. And its original retail price is $49.99, and you can get it currently on the Lego website. It was released April of this year, 2022, and it's a newer set, so they should still have some, even though my local Walmart's clearing some out. Go figure. But yeah, I got it for $30. That was a really good deal. It was $20 off the regular price, so I was hard up for not getting it, especially since I've been kind of wanting it anyways. It's a really cool, classy set. It's interesting because it's you see on the back here, it's got like a plaque type thing, like it's like the big Star Wars ships, you know, like a UCS type thing. Not sure why, but I kind of like it. And it makes it feel more, gives it more class. So, yeah, let's go open it up, put it together, and check it out. When we first open the box, this is what you see. An instruction booklet. Bag 1, Bag 2, Bag 3, Bag 4, Bag 5. Quite a few more bags than I thought, but none of them really look like they have too much more in them, or very much in them. We also have a sticker sheet, and unfortunately we have a sticker sheet. I probably won't be putting all the stickers on, although I will do this one for the black. I always think they should just make that a a printed piece, but like, you know, who's gonna mess around with a plaque and take the sticker off or whatever, reuse it for something else? It's a dedicated piece for the plaque, so go figure. Yep, that's that. Let's start breaking down these bags. Here we have the contents of bag one. We've got what is expected with these shuttle boat pieces, whatever you wish to call them, for chassis and stuff. A lot of plates, small thin plates, 1 by whatever's, 3s, 4s, 24s. Some studs on side pieces, just a couple. Have this transparent yellow brick. Got some that new bright yellow, electric yellow, whatever you call. You know, that looks really good with this blue too. Just saying, the two colors work really well together. We also have some printed pieces in this bag. We have a keyboard, and then we have something that's supposed to be a crystal, I believe, on a 1 by 1 transparent clear brick. And then we've got Buzz over here himself and his cat. Well, my understanding is the cat is the best part of the movie and steals the show. Yeah, that's bag one. Here we are at bag two. We've got a lot of long angle pieces here. A window, a lot more plates and stuff. It definitely looks like this is mostly built with plates and bricks. There's some more bricks. Some trans yellow pieces. I don't see a lot in the way of like Technic parts or pins or bricks or plates or anything like that. We have one printed piece here. Rather strange ankle piece. I don't know why they decided to put a print on there. Or they figured the ankle pieces were harder to put stickers on. Who knows? On to bag three here. Once again, we have more plates, but we actually have some things requiring Technic parts. Though still, it's not the main body. It's not the main structure. They're just hinges. And they are pegs over here to go with them. We have some transparent green pieces. Some transparent yellow. Both 1 by 2 and 1 by 1. And we also have some of the red in the 1 by 1 tiles. We have another character over here. And I think I glossed over this, but there's these red and green parts. It must be some kind of internal part, because they stand out from everything else. Well, I guess besides the transparent parts, but red and green is typical, you know, for brakes and lights and stuff. Here we are at bag 4. Once again, we've got starting to see more Technic stuff. We've got a Technic plate and some 2 rods. Now these are interesting pieces. Never seen anything like this before. Some kind of weird bracket with some weird oops, there we go. Weird shapes underneath there. I don't know what the purpose is, but it's a rather strange piece, nonetheless. I don't know why you just couldn't make a normal bracket that does something similar like these, which is a typical bracket. Those are not. Don't know. Very weird. Anyways, we've also got a transparent yellow brick. Some rail type bricks here. The runner going through it. Got some transparent red pieces here. Red studs and some transparent yellow 1 by 2s. A lot of little, much smaller pieces in this. We have another character here. Not a lot of big pieces at all in this bag. Here we have the last and final bag. And this is the plaque piece. Here's some Technic arms, but I wonder if those are just used to prop up the plate. That'd be funny. Didn't use hardly any Technic parts throughout the set, and they use it just for the sign. Here's the cockpit. That's a really narrow cockpit. I didn't realize it was so small. Got some interesting pieces over here, probably for rocket engines and such. Some fins, wings, wing fins, whatever you want to call them. Got some studs on side pieces over here. Probably finishing off the set with some fancy stuff. Got these extra long rods in blue. It's kind of a different color for them. And that's pretty much it. There's some pins there. Some black pins and some of these white extended pin rods, whatever you want to call them. That's it. Let's go finish this up and check it out. Here we have the leftover pieces, and nothing amazing here, your typical leftovers, although there are some nice things like these pieces and these that can be used for minifigures to do different things with. And we also have some extra ammo over here to the side that go to the one stud shooter. But that's pretty much it. Nothing too exceptional. Some transparent parts and stuff, but that's about it. We have our cast of characters for this set. Basically 3.5 figures, considering the cat. This is Darby Steele. And this is Mo Morrison. So, those are what they look like, all with their gear on. We will take them off here in a moment, but first, I just want to appreciate these brick-built weapons. I love this. It's some kind of flamethrower piece, really nice. And then the other one is a big old bazooka created with a stud shooter, so it actually works. Pretty neat, all of them. Buzz just has a little gun hand thing piece and a laptop. The screen is a sticker, which I didn't put on. The keyboard is a print, and why, I don't know. So hold on, we will strip them down of all their fancy armor, which I like them. I mean, obviously these have something to do with the movie, and that's why they look the way they do. But the really bucket head looking helmet things, I'm not a big fan of, but I'm sure they properly represent what was in the movie. I do like the big bulky armor shoulder pads, though. They're pretty cool. And then Buzz has got his equipment. It's not really armor, but part of his suit. If you're not familiar with Buzz's appearance. Alright, we've got him stripped down here, and you can see their torso prints a lot better. Facial printing and everything else. Torsos look great. These two are essentially the same, but they are wearing like a uniform. That's not too surprising, and Buzz is definitely different in this orange uniform, spacesuit, whatever. He's got the purple bluish head that we're used to seeing from the him in, but because of that, he also does not have a second face. We will turn them around quickly here and check out their backs. Swoosh! There we go. Yep, so he doesn't have the back. He does have some detailing back there, which is nice, and the back looks just as good as the front. Nothing on the legs, of course. Cat looks good from the front. The back is, big cats, but, the female character, I remember her name now. I know I just said it not too long ago, but she's got a second face, but the other guy does not. Probably because we have hair pieces for all of these, which we'll look at in just a second. But yeah, he's got a hair piece, and it would show his face. She's got a hair piece, but it's longer, And at least I think it's longer. You know, it doesn't look longer. I don't know why she's got a second face, so scratch that. And Buzz does have a hairpiece, but he's got more than a hairpiece. We'll check it out in just a second. So, here they are with their hairpieces. And yes, Buzz has a whole second head that you can replace with. There's a lot of accessories with this this set. And not sure why this guy doesn't have a second face. As we'll turn around here to the back, see his hair pretty much covers the back just as much as hers does. She's got a second face, he doesn't. And on top of that, Buzz also has a second face on his second head. He's got 3 faces, so he's got everybody trumped. But yeah, and you know, backs are the same, of course. Uniform. Really nice detail on all these, though. I do like that they added so many different accessories. Kind of surprising that we not only we get a hairpiece for Buzz, but we get a whole second head without his hoodie, hat, whatever you want to call it, on him. So yeah, that's that. Let's move on. We've got everything here, although I kind of put these guys a little too close to the edge, but we've got everything here, including this nice engine core thing. We've already looked at the figures. We're going to look at the main build here. So we're just going to sweep these guys aside for now, although we'll grab Buzz to put him inside the ship as well in a moment here. And let's just focus on this. First, let's start with the stand. We have this really nice, sturdy stand, and it's got the plaque there. One sticker I did put in. I might put the other stickers on. You can see it looks kind of stark here, but not terrible. Could use a few stickers. But I think without the stickers, it also shows off the build a little bit better. Without the distracting stickers, you can see all the angles and stuff much better. But back to the stand. The stand is really the only Technic build that you have. And I'm saying Technic build like it doesn't use any of the Technic bricks or rods or anything like that to build the main structure, like the skeleton of the ship. This is all built up with plates and bricks. The only exception is these engines that are put in with some rods going through, and there are some pins here, down here, for getting these angles for the wings. But it's for main structure. There isn't anything here. It's all pretty much classic brick and plate built up, which is unique to say the least. But yeah, the only other thing is there's holes on the bottom. The rod goes right through that hole there into the thing. Now you can put it at different angles too. Like if you wanted to put it like this, make it look like the ship is taking off or whatnot. I think this is the best one to show off the plaque here, is putting it on this way. And you put it on down. Well, I think it's going to hit the ground. But yeah, there's options there for using that. Now, getting primarily to the ship, let's start with the cockpit. Let's move that out of the way and just look at the cockpit. Like I said, this is a very narrow, smaller windscreen than I thought it was going to have, which was kind of unexpected. Get it open like that, and I really can't get the camera down in there to see the details. You kind of have to check it out while you're putting it together. I think there's even enough room for socks to go in there as well, but let's take Buzz here, move his laptop and stuff, and set him in there. See how he looks. inside. He's got just like a stick. He's got a stick there, and then there's a screen right here in front of you on a tile in front of him. You can't really see too well, but it's there. And there he is. Yeah, there's some room behind him. I think socks can fit in there. You could probably even put some of the accessories in there with him. But yeah, he looks pretty good. He fits well. It's a deep enough seat, even though this is not a very big windscreen. Out of there. You can probably put slacks in there, but the biggest problem is it's a small hole, and getting your fingers in there is the biggest problem. So yeah. Other than that, that looks great. It's got some really nice, sleek, curves and stuff going on here. This is all created with angles and some hinges. Like I said, the pins are just used to hold things in place, lock things in. It used some interesting parts down here on the underside. We do have well, it's not really a landing pad, but it is raised, so if you just lay this down, it sits kind of nicely. There isn't a lot of moving parts on here. We do have some back here, because there is storage back there. Well, it's not really storage. It's supposed to be access to the energy core. And there's some storage there. You can probably put wherever you can put it in there. And cat can't quite go in there. But you can put your laptop and stuff in there. And then down here on the bottom is where you stick your energy core that you can use to power up your ship. All right, we are ready to take off. And as I said, there's not a lot of moving parts, but that's probably the best part about this. Not that there's not moving parts, but that it's a spaceship, and it's very zoomable, as you can see here. Now, I'm not sure why they added a stand with a plaque and everything on it. It's really a bit of a mystery. It makes it, very much more not professional is the word I'm looking for, but it does make it unique that it has that and much more high class. See the back there. Let's look at the underside. Carriage of that wings. Wings are pretty thick, but still look very much wing-like. Top side view. It's lovely angles on this thing. It's simple, but it looks really great, and you get some nice, curves and edges, and oh, so beautiful. It's not the most complex ship out there for sure, but that's kind of like I said. It's more of a classic look with its simplicity. Yeah. So we're gonna. Before I talk too much more about it, we'll head back to the desk where my personal final thoughts. We're primarily here just looking at it. So, and the stand goes on pretty easy. Just gotta find the right hole. I don't think it'll go through the other holes. They're nothing. They're like, it's only a plate with the holes in. You have to find the right hole that has nothing underneath it. But there it is, ready for flight. I do like the angle that they have it at. Very nice, showing it banking and stuff. So let's head back to the desk, and I will give you my final thoughts and the final evaluation. Here we are back at the desk for our final thoughts and evaluation. Overall, I like this set. I was impressed with just the appearance. One reason why I wanted to get it. Not so much the Buzz Lightyear, but the ship itself. I have not seen the movie, as I said before. But I was actually more impressed after building it, seeing as though it doesn't use any Technic parts. It's pretty much a basic build. So the only Technic stuff that's really going on Technic build wise is this base, but the ship itself, there's nothing really there. There's no structural stuff that's used. Most of it's just hinges. There's just a little bit of Technic stuff, and it's more or less a way to attach certain things, like these rocket engines coming straight out the back. That was done using a Technic rod, and there's some large hinges that were used here that used pins from a Technic system. That's technically not Technic parts. Yes, it's Technic parts, because a lot of regular Lego hinges and stuff use different methods, including Technic systems to do it. In fact, the hinges they use here are on the older side type that they've used. So yeah, I was really impressed. I'm still thinking about putting stickers on it because it looks a little sparse without them. I don't know if I'll put all of them on. Like those red and white caution stickers are kind of nice and looked nice on it. The rest of the, maybe not. But that's up to you. Like I said, I don't like to put stickers on parts because it means that that's dedicated what that part's supposed to be. I don't really intend to probably reuse some of this stuff. And obviously the plaque here is something that's why I don't know why they just don't print those rather than put a sticker. Unfortunately, when I put my sticker on, I got a couple of bubbles in there I cannot get out. I think I ended up having to peel it off, and it stretched things just a little bit. But yeah, I wish they'd print those parts. It's just, it makes sense. It's a specialized piece. You're not going to want to reuse it for anything else, so just put a print on it. Meanwhile, it has a really strange print inside where it's a 2x2 quarter tile. I don't even know how to explain it. It's a strange triangle piece. It's got a print on it. That's the only print in this set, other than, the figures and stuff. Oh, and there's a keyboard. There's not that many prints. That's a very strange print. Yeah. So we're gonna get down to the final evaluation. Overall, like the look of the set, that wasn't evident already, and appearance got a 10, easy, hands down. If a set attracts your eye, just looking at the box, it's probably going to look good put together. That being said, you can always open it up and see bad print jobs on like the torsos and the figures, which this one didn't. They all looked really great. So yeah, but that's the only thing that usually happens when you put something together and it doesn't look that amazing. There's some other things that could go wrong as well. But usually if it looks good outside the box, it's going to look good when you open it up. There are some deceptive things with their photography sometimes. So actually, usually I say deceptive. It's usually poor photography angles. Like, I can think of a couple that were... It's like, that actually looked better than what they portrayed in the picture, and it was just the angles and stuff that they decided to take the photo at, which I know you can't... There's multiple sides of the boxes, and they even put more photos on the back of it, so you could get a good picture. And if you can't always get the front picture to look exactly like you want, or the best angle, I should say. So yeah. Appearance is a 10. Now moving on to a function. There was not a lot functioning here, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but there just isn't much here. You got cockpit that opens, you got some storage that opens in the back, and that's it. The engines kind of turn, but that's just because they're on a axle piece and not a pin, locked down part. Rotates easily in the thing, so it's not that big of a deal. So I ended up giving function just a 9. It's not. There's nothing bad here. There's nothing that doesn't function right. There's just there's some more that could have done. Maybe some landing gear. Maybe, but yeah, you could have some like large hinges or something and have the whole interior open up and something much more interior space to work with or something like that. But it's not bad. So, I gave it a 9, kind of a mid grade, just because there's not much really going on here, and there could have been maybe more. Now, as far as fun, the build was kind of fun putting together. Like I said, I'll get to when I get to techniques. There isn't anything super amazing about it, but it was still fun to build. Now, the play value here, there's, like, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know everything. I think this is almost like their first encounter, Buzz's first encounters with these two characters, which they are good guys as well, so we don't really have a good guy, bad guy. We have a pseudo one, because maybe he first comes across them and it looks tense and whatever. But so using one's imagination is fine, but there isn't really an evident story going on here. Actually, it's a bit weird. Like, if you have a display stand with a thing, it's not really a playable thing. It's not a playset, but the ship is really zoomable, so it's really cool and fun to play with that way. So I ended up giving it a Meg grade 2. I gave it a 9. There's more that could have been done with it a little bit, but I don't know the movie. I don't know the whole story behind it. Plus, there's the whole plaque thing. I think I'm not sure about that one, but the last set I had with a plaque in it was the Optimus Prime set, and I think I even gave that fun a 9 as well, but I'm not sure, because that also has all the transformative features, which give it a different dimension of fun, which this doesn't have. It doesn't transform or anything. So yeah, I gave that a 9. And as far as techniques go, so there's nothing really standing out technique-wise. How they did the hinges on the wings, they were okay. Not something that's totally not been done before. It does make a nice, some nice angles and everything else here. Especially, I like these kind of supposed to represent the engines rooms, or part of the engines in here, and it kind of sticks out. It makes some interesting angles and shapes. But like I said, there's nothing really amazing techniques here. It's a lot of bricks on bricks, or plates on plates on bricks, stuff like that. A basic building techniques for the most part. So I ended up giving that a 9 as well. There's just nothing outstanding. There's nothing bad here. That's always good. There's nothing bad. But there's nothing amazing to make it stand out. So it just got like a middling 9. So you add all of them up, do the math, and you get a 9.25, which we round up to the nearest half. So it becomes a 9.5. Which is a, pretty good grade. It is a good grade. I don't know why. Pretty good grade. Nothing. Pardon me. So, as far as price, this was a $49.99 set. And has 497 pieces. You do the math, you get 10 cents per piece, which is the standard. So, perfect price. It's a good price. So, let's see, what did I say? 10? Yeah, gave it a G. That gives our final eval score a 9.5G. So it's a, you know, a decent set. Good, decent set. I know I'm happy with it. I don't really have any super big complaints. You know, I do my grading and some of the minor nitpicky things come up, but figures look great. Yeah, I really don't have much problems. Like I said, I might put some of the stickers on it. Could use just a little bit more color. I do like the color scheme. It's just so much glaring white here. You know, you just put something on the wings or something to give it just a little bit more color. Even if, you know, you have this and you don't put the stickers on it because they're like me and I don't like putting stickers on to begin with, but I also don't like, you know, stickers on Legos because of the possibility of using them for something else. But you could easily, you know, put some plates. There's studs showing, so that you could put a couple plates to give it a little bit color. Like there's a row here of 4 studs. You know, just put 1x4 red piece or something. Make it something like that. Give it a little bit more contrast and not just stark white all over the place. There's even printed tile pieces that would probably look good on it as well. So yeah, your miles may vary. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and liked the review. If you have, of course, hit the like button. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Find out when as soon as I get new reviews out. I've been putting shorts out as little teasers. So you'll get notified with those probably as well. So you'll see the teaser, and shortly after they will come out. I do leave a link in the teaser after the video comes out, so if you happen to find the teaser first, you'll see the link to it. Yeah, so that's it for me here. I'm going to be signing off here at the Creation Evaluation Station, reminding you that creativity is key.